Welcome back. And in our sports news, Rory McIlroy eased to an 8-shot victory at the US Open on Sunday, signalling his rich promise as a potential golfing great by becoming the championship's youngest winner since 1923. The 22-year-old Briton, 8 strokes in front of the chasing pack overnight, carded a 2-under par 69 at Congressional Country Club to claim his first major title. Emerging Australian talent Jason Day fired a 68 to finish alone in second, 2 strokes better than South Korea's Yang Yongyeon, Britain's Lee Westwood and America's Kevin Chappell and Robert Garrigus. McIlroy eclipsed the previous best aggregate of 12 under, set by Tiger Woods at the 2000 US Open, and became the second successive Northern Irishman to win the title after Graham McDowell last year.
You know, it'll probably take a little bit of time to sink in, but just to sit here, knowing that I've just won that trophy, following in the footsteps of one of my best friends, Graham McDowell, last year at Pebble. It's a great feeling, and to get my first major championship out of the way quite early on in my career, especially after what's happened, the last couple of months. It feels great, and just looking forward to putting myself in the picture for hopefully many more.
Frenchman Sébastien Ogier won the Acropolis Rally for the first time on Sunday, following a thrilling duel with Citroën teammate and overall leader Sébastien Loeb on the race's final day. Ogier began proceedings just 2.2 seconds behind his compatriot in the overall classification, and the 2 Citroën DS3 drivers reached the mid-morning service in La Traquée, east of the capital, separated by a mere tenth of a second. The 27-year-old then built up a 10.5-second average over Loeb, heading into the event closing power stage, which he maintained after both drivers posted almost identical times in a dramatic finish. Title rival Mikko Hirvonen finished third in his Ford Fiesta. Loeb retains the overall leadership with 146 points. Hirvonen lies just 17 points behind, while Ogier is third, a further 5 points adrift.
Today as well on the second loop we had a very good drive and we pushed very hard, and I'm very happy. It's perfect to get that.
So it's a bit frustrating not to win, because I think we were the fastest on the rally, and but we cleaned the road 2 days. We were second on the road 1 day, so always a lot of disadvantage. So.
Serena Williams revealed a silver lining to her recent life-threatening lung condition on Sunday when she revelled in being able to run better than ever as she prepared to defend her Wimbledon title. She told reporters at a news conference on the eve of the start of the grass court Grand Slam at the All England Club that she had to do things differently to expand her lung capacity. And she said she feels fine after taking part of the Eastbourne warm-up tournament last week. And capitalising on her French Open victory earlier this month, Chinese tennis star Li Na has been signed up as a global ambassador for the Mercedes-Benz brand and will also participate in the company's Stars for Excellence programme, which is helping more Chinese players to get involved in tennis. The Chinese player was beaten by Daniela Hantuchova in the first round of the Aigon tournament on grass at Eastbourne last week and is regarding Wimbledon as a challenge.
Of course, it was a little bit pressure, but I tried to be the same like before. French is over, and now come to Wimbledon, different service, of course, but I try to be the same, like just focus on the tournament.
The Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series 2011 is back on the French coast of La Rochelle. The city, whose literal translation is Little Cliff, is hosting a tour stop for the 3rd time. Competitors are diving from one of the landmarks of the city, Tour Saint-Nicolas, a historic jail tower built in the 14th century. The typically rough weather on the French Atlantic coast is one of the biggest obstacles for the divers. Winds of up to 80 kilometres per hour even forced the cancellation of the training and the first round of the competition. Gary Hunt won his 2nd consecutive win in France after his famous triple quad in the 2nd round, the most difficult dive ever with a degree of difficulty of 6.3. An amazing 2 10s and 1 9.5 from the judges pulled him again into the first place. And finally this evening, the next session of the Dubai Fashion Week is set to open on a different note. After today's announcement of Simon Locke as the strategic partner to Capital Marketing as the lead planners, Dubai's fashion industry is expected to witness further momentum. International buyers and merchandisers will be able to assess the local fashion market differently. Simon Locke, who has had extensive experience in Australia, Asia and other renowned fashion events, with designers such as Marc Jacobs, Stella McCartney, Ferragamo and many more, aims to bring innovative approaches and competitiveness to boost the local fashion scene. Regional designers, fashion students and regional brands are hopeful that Simon's expertise will enhance their visibility in other markets.
So I'm really looking forward to working with all the designers to participate in the event. And I think what we're going to try and do here is really try and help the designers be the best they can be. We're looking at redesigning the venue so they have a wonderful theatre of fashion, a new place to show their collections in a very exciting way. The Arabic world's never been so influential and so many things going on culturally, and I think there's a great interest in Arabic design and what's happening here in Dubai, and I think that's going to attract the attention of the world's media and buyers as well.
And now let's take a look at the local and international weather forecast for tomorrow. And before we head out, here are the top stories again. Ministry of Economy launches new UAE investment map. Customs inspectors launch green initiative. Floods in China kill at least 100. And the UAE to see 3.2% growth in 2011, according to UN report. Well, that brings us to the end of the bulletin. As always, we'd love to hear your comments. You can contact us at news@city7tv.com or by calling us on 04367 2230. For now, from the entire news team, it's goodbye.